The champagne sparkled, but the real shine was on my cousin Emma's face as Uncle Robert handed her the deed to the lakefront estate. The brunch at the yacht club was a glittering affair, with crystal flutes clinking and laughter rippling through the family. Emma, radiant in her designer dress, clutched the deed to the lakefront estate, a sprawling 4-bedroom retreat with private dock access and panoramic views worth millions. Our family's crown jewel for 3 generations. "You've earned this, darling," Aunt Clara said, her voice thick with pride. "That law degree from Yale? This is your reward." Emma held the deed like it was a sacred relic. I'm speechless. "The lake house, mine?" Uncle Robert chuckled. "Well, it's still in the family trust, but you've got exclusive use. Primary residency is yours." My cousin Jake raised his mimosa, toasting Emma's achievement and her glittering new prize. The table, filled with aunts, uncles, and distant relatives, erupted in cheers. I lifted my sparkling water, forcing a smile. "What about you, Lauren?" Aunt Susan's voice cut through the chatter. "What did you get for your graduation?" The table hushed. "A lovely dinner," my mother interjected swiftly. "We were so proud." That was 8 years ago. I'd graduated from a public university with a degree in economics, summa cum laude, no less. No lavish gifts, just a meal at a chain restaurant and a $300 gift card. Meanwhile, Emma's Ivy League degree, bankrolled by our family, came with a multi-million-dollar estate. Different circumstances, Uncle Robert said firmly. "Emma's joining the firm. The lake house is perfect for client retreats, networking events." Emma, already on her phone, chimed in. "I'm thinking modern upgrades, new floors, maybe a hot tub by the dock." Aunt Clara beamed. "We've budgeted for renovations. Make it yours, sweetheart." My phone vibrated discreetly. 10:53 a.m. 7 minutes until the trust executed. 7 minutes until the ground shifted. My attorney, accountant, and trust manager had been texting all morning. Everything was on track. Years of quiet preparation were about to ignite. "Lauren, you seem distant," Emma said, her tone laced with that familiar condescension. "I know it's tough seeing me get something this big, but I worked hard for this." I'd worked 2 jobs through college, graduated top of my class, and built a thriving career in wealth management. Emma? She'd coasted through school on family money, landed a cushy role at Uncle Robert's law firm, and now held a deed she hadn't earned. "I'm thrilled for you," I said, and I meant it. In 7 minutes, she'd see why. Aunt Clara began planning a move-in party. Next weekend, a lakeside barbecue. We'll all help Emma settle in. Emma waved a hand. "I've got professional movers, but yes, a party sounds perfect." My brother Nate nudged me. "You'll come, right, Lauren?" "Wouldn't miss it," I replied. Uncle Robert's phone rang. He frowned, excused himself, and stepped onto the balcony. I caught Aunt Clara's worried glance. My phone buzzed again. "Trust execution complete. All assets under your control. Your great-aunt would be proud." 11 a.m. Right on time. Uncle Robert returned, his face ashen. "Lauren, we need to talk. Now." The table fell silent. "What's wrong?" Aunt Clara asked. "I'm not sure," he said, voice taut. We moved to a quiet alcove. He showed me an email from the trust administrator. "The Lakeside Legacy Trust has transferred to a primary beneficiary. It says you control it." "That's impossible." "It's true," I said calmly. "That trust holds the lake house, the vineyard, and the downtown rentals. $20 million in assets." "How?" "Great Aunt Evelyn set conditions. The The trust activates when the eldest great-niece or nephew turns 31. That was me last month. But Evelyn died when you were a teenager. She told me everything before she passed. Gave me letters to open at 18, 25, and 31. Each had instructions. Back at the table, tension crackled. What's happening? Emma demanded. I opened my tablet, displaying the trust documents. The lake house, vineyard, and 8 commercial properties are part of the Lakeside Legacy Trust. As of today, I'm the sole trustee, with full control. Emma's laugh was brittle. That's absurd. The lake house is ours. It's trust property, I corrected. Managed until the conditions were met. They were met today. Aunt Clara, scrolling through the documents, gasped. The lake house earns $10,000 a month in rentals. The commercial properties? $50,000 monthly. This trust is worth $20 million. Up from $14 million when Great Aunt Evelyn died, I said. Smart management. You're stealing my house. Emma snapped. Uncle Robert promised it. He promised what he didn't own, I said. The trust dictates that I manage these assets for the family's long-term benefit. So you're hoarding it all? Emma's voice shook. No, I'm managing it. Family can use the properties at a fair rate, including you, Emma. Pay to use my own family's house. A subsidized rate, like everyone else. Uncle Robert rubbed his temples. This will destroy us. No, I said. Your promise to Emma, without checking the trust, did that. I'm just following Great Aunt Evelyn's rules. Aunt Susan nodded slowly. Evelyn was adamant about preserving the legacy. She didn't want it frittered away. Emma stood, tears in her eyes. You're ruining my day. She stormed out, Aunt Clara trailing behind. Nate broke the silence. Can I still book the vineyard for my anniversary? Yes, I said. Book it, pay the rate, follow the rules. Uncle Robert stared at me. Evelyn would be disappointed in you. Her last letter said you'd say that. She wrote, Robert will guilt you. Stand firm. You're the keeper of our legacy. That night, I reread her words. Protect what we built. Don't waver. I didn't. Emma got her moment. I got the empire. And Great Aunt Evelyn was smiling.